Hello there, I'm Mark Griffiths, a client partner at New Leaf Training and Development. I'm delighted to say I'm joined today by Elizabeth Szigeti, who is an Instructional Systems Specialist at Tipping Point Solutions. So Elizabeth, 2 questions for you to answer in no more than 4 minutes or so. We do call this Take 5 for a reason. Number 1, tell us a little more about your organisation, what you do and who you serve. And number 2, what are you learning personally, professionally, or even as an organisation during these ongoing challenging times that you think would be helpful, hopeful, or even humorous? Over to you. I will then wrap up once you have finished.
Thank you, Mark. I'm really thrilled to be here. For everyone, COVID-19 has been a disruption. For me, it's been a wake-up call. In just a weekend, I went from returning from an overseas trip, being told not to come into the office, and suddenly working from home after having worked the last 10 years in an office, really all my working career. Always been in an office. I'm a people person. I had told many coworkers that I really needed to be in the office. It was my favorite part of the job. I like collaborating. I like to reach out. My goal was always to know everyone in the entire company and not just on my team or my project. And all of a sudden, I was working from home by myself. I thought I would hate it, but after a couple months, I realized that I had more time, more energy. And as I started to reflect, I realized that my time and energy were going 90% to the job and not to what was most important to me, not to my relationships, not to reaching out to friends and family or being able to spend time with my dad on a call. And so as I began to assess those priorities, I was fortunate. I didn't have any trouble with the transition to working from home. We had already had a partially remote team. We used Zoom. Work was seamless, but the change in my life was dramatic. As I was reflecting on how can I improve my emotional health, my physical health, spiritually, intellectually, it was life-changing. And as a part of that, as I was reaching out to a friend on LinkedIn to say, hey, congrats, I see, you got a new job. And they said, she happened to say a couple, weeks later, yes, it's remote. Oh, by the way, we're hiring. And I said, oh, how interesting is that? And I didn't look them up. I wasn't looking for a job. Everything was fine. I was enjoying all the new, found freedom. And then a week later, I happened to find out that one of my favorite coworkers of all time who had moved to Los Angeles, and I'm in Florida, so across the country, I found out he was working for this same company. So I called him and he said, oh, you would love it. And you'd be great for this. All of our experience goes right toward this position. But you said you always had to be in the office. And this is a totally remote position. I said, funny, you should say that. And he suggested that if I really was interested, I needed to apply immediately. They were hiring, they wanted to fill these positions. And so this disruption, all this reflection, it caused me to take a leap that I don't think I would have ever taken in just regular days, because you just almost don't have time. You just keep moving through. But with time to reflect, I thought, why not? Why not go for it? Try this, completely remote. I've been home for a couple, 2-3 months. I'm going to do it. I'm just going to go for a totally remote job so that I don't lose this flexibility, not having to commute, not fussing as much over appearance, and I took that job and I've been enjoying collaboration. We use Zoom, not Zoom, sorry. We use Microsoft Teams. And so my team collaborates. We talk all the time. I'm on video constantly is what it feels like, but we're running virtual workshops with maybe anywhere from 15 to 45 people, a lot of not appearing on camera, but I've been able to have my friend here as an icebreaker, and he's doing a great job.
Awesome, awesome. Well, on behalf of everyone watching this back, thank you, Elizabeth, for your insights. Thank you for the great work you do at Tipping Point Solutions. Such a great story, such a great message, such a life-changing experience. So everyone watching this back, have an awesome rest of the day. Goodbye.
Bye.